is going to be fine, okay?
Uche!
Please calm down. Just take it easy. Calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down.
Oh my God. Who allowed you into this place unsupervised?
Listen, he's my brother. Okay? I am his sister. So.
No, she's right. Even at that, my dear, his condition is still so that he can only be seen around a non-medical staff in the presence of the doctor or other trained medical personnel.
Why? Just tell me the truth. Is it going to be alright?
I'm sorry, my dear.
Is it going to be alright? Just tell me the truth.
Only the doctor can answer that question. But I can take you to her if you want to see her now.
Okay, I want to see the doctor, please. Can you take me to her right now, please? I beg you. Is it going to be alright? Oh, but it's going to be fine.
Please come with me then.
Okay. Calm down, just come. Oh my God.
Thank God for joining me, sis. For you from Canada. Once again, accept my condolences on the tragic death of your parents and brother.
I'm sorry. My parents are not dead. I mean, Chief and Lolo Richards Oguchi.
I'm sorry, I didn't. No, don't do that. Don't do that. He told me that my parents were sent abroad to me. No, don't change the story right now. Just tell me where I want to see my father and my mother and my brother right now. You said they were flown abroad. Where are my parents? I'm sorry.
Where are my parents? Calm down, please. Calm down.
Your parents.
My parents are dead.
No, just calm down. Your parents
are... They couldn't have died. My own parents. Oh God. Mama Vincent. Even Emeka went with them. Why? Why, God?
It's okay.
No! It's not okay, Auntie. It cannot be okay. My parents are all gone. You know, I went to see them at the morgue today. I was looking at my mother and my father. Not even a word. They did not even smile at me.
It's okay.
My parents have never allowed me to cry or console. But you know, today, I cried like I've never cried. I soaked my clothes and they ignored me. My parents ignored me. God! Why? It is not okay.
We are still here for you. We have a family in us.
My parents are dead. My parents are dead.
Stop.
My parents are dead. God. No, God, why this? What did I do wrong? I will be a Imarebi pogarese nulo mubia porom jaba. Imarebi pogarese nulo mubia porom jaba. Omuwe biabuebu. Omune bumadu asingi biazi.
You all heard what the doctor said about Uche's condition. He doesn't have time. I want to beg all of us, please, in the name of God, let's not allow Uche die. Please.
He will not die. Talking about taking him to Israel, as the doctor was suggesting for proper medical care. How do we go about it? As we talk, my wife and I don't have up to 100,000 naira in our bank account. How do we raise the money required?
Hey, I don't even have a dime in my personal account. I closed it on my father's instructions and transferred everything into my daddy's account. The arrangement was that when I got to Canada, with the money he was going to give me for my program, he would set up a new account for me over there. But with all that has happened, I'm trying out.
Can't we get money from his own personal account? I mean, your mom and Uche should have some money in their own bank accounts too.
Yes, of course they have, but I don't even know who they used as their next of kin. Hey, God.
I have to find out immediately.
It's past banking hour. Even if we still have time, withdrawing money from those accounts will require a lot of time-wasting procedures.
And that is what Uche does not have. Time. Let me call the GM. I'm sure he must have some money in the impressed accounts.
That's a good idea.
Hello, GM. It's me, Olivia. Where are you? When are you coming back? Okay, good, thank God. Look, please, I would like for you to drive straight to the office tomorrow from the airport. I want to have a meeting with you by 10 a.m. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks. Bye. He's in Abuja, but he said he's going to be back with the first flight tomorrow.
What you need to do now is go clean up. My wife will fix something for everybody to eat. Clara will assist her.
I'm fine. I'm going to be all right.
Imarebi pogareze nulo mobia porom gaba. Imarebi pogareze nulo mobia porom jaba. Onwe bia buebu. Onwe bu madu asingi biasi ebuebu. Imarebi dobereze nulo mobia porom jaba. Imarebi dobereze nulo mobia porom gaba.
Hello, GM. Yeah, it's me, Olivia. Where are you? Okay, come to the gate right now, please, eh? All right. GM, what's going on here?
Oh, I don't know. I came here early this morning and met all members of staff outside. I was told that your dad's lawyer came here this morning and locked everybody outside.
But my dad's lawyer? On whose authority?
I don't know. I wanted to call you, but I saw it as a stressful development which you don't need for now. As a matter of fact, I was on my way to the lawyer's office after dismissing the staff before you called me.
Okay, let's go there together. Nobody thought it was necessary to let me know.
I'm sorry if you see my actions so intensive. I was only carrying the instruction of my late client, your father.
No, that's not possible. There is no way my father, the father that I knew, would instruct you to shut down his business empire just shortly after his death. No, it's not possible.
He did, and in writing too.
Really? I would love to see that writing.
Problem?
No way. Barrister, from this right now, my father wrote this 2 weeks before his death. How could he be so certain? I mean, how could he be so certain about the things he should do as if he knew he was going to die in a minute?
Are you, in other words, accusing me of forging the letter?
This is beating us. Your client's only surviving son is at the point of death here. With his father's entire business operation closed like this. Barrister, any chance of getting money to save his life is close too. Barrister, please. Do what they say, please.
I'm sorry. Only court of law can make me do otherwise.
So are you trying to tell me that I should go to court if I do not like what you've done? Are you asking me to go to court over my father's properties?
That's what the law says, not me.
Okay. You are in possession of my father's documents, right? Right. Now, can I have at least some car documents? Let me dispose of them. I need to use my father's money for my brother in the hospital.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. However, there is a clause in his will which says that 2 days after his death, I'm free to execute his will if the parties involved permit me. Once that is done, I'm free to release the document to whoever the will said I should. 2 days are up already.
Okay, so who are these? Who are these parties involved?
You, Uche, your uncle, his wife, and daughter. If you can get 2 of them to back you up, I will release the will immediately. Otherwise, my hands are tied.
It's a lie. Oguchi cannot give such instruction. No. My brother was full of life. He loved life. The lawyer was lying. How could a man like him give such instruction? A man that loved life like him give such an instruction as if he was expecting an imminent death? No, he was lying. No. Hey.
No. Uncle, it's okay. Uncle, calm down. Calm down. You see, the truth is, I also have very serious reservations about the content of that letter. I do. But like the lawyer rightly pointed out, it's only a court of law that can change it. And I also called Daddy's bankers on my way back. And they said that all the family's accounts had been frozen on the instructions of this same barrister. So I guess the only financial lifeline we have right now is the immediate execution of Daddy's will.
This is strange. Very strange. Well, if our consent is what you're here for, you already have mine. Let the lawyer come and read the will tomorrow.
Uncle, what about you?
God of grace. God. I can't believe this. I don't believe it. Okay. For Uche's sake. You have mine too.
Thank you very much. Let me call him. Hello, barrister. Yes, it's me, Olivia. Please, I'd like you to come and execute Daddy's will first thing tomorrow morning. Yes, I have the consent of my uncle and that of my aunt. Well, you can call them and find out if you have any reservations or any doubts. Okay, thank you.
Upon my death, 70% of my businesses and other assets go to my first son, Emeka, 10% to Olivia, 10% to Uche, and 10% to Clara, my brother's daughter. My residential house in the city goes to my wife, including all the cars. The country home in the village goes to Emeka. However, in the event that my wife and Emeka and Olivia are no more, Emeka's share should go to Uche. This will, however, be held in trust for him until he graduates from the university and completes his national service by my brother, Ejike. Likewise, Olivia's share, if I should die before she finishes her PhD program in Canada. My wife's share should be given to Oluchi, my brother's wife. Should my brother find himself unable to handle Uche's inheritance for him, he should be free to sell everything off and save the proceeds for him in the bank. The bank account in which the proceeds should be lodged can only be accessed by Uche upon the completion of his education and national service. No one else can, not even my brother Ejike. The residential house in the city shall become Uche's own too if the mother dies and Emeka is no more. In the event that Uche and Olivia are the only survivors, Olivia shall get everything if Uche should die before getting married. Details of what and what constitute the aggregate percentage shares as contained in this will are clearly spelled out in Appendix B of the will. The issue of...
Sorry, Barrister, please, can you just skip to the page that spells out the percentage shares details, please?
I guess all of us are literate enough to read that and even the rest of the will. In that case, since the major points have been read out to us by the learned gentleman, why don't we talk about them now?
What are you trying to say?
I am trying to say that since neither Uche nor Olivia here is through with the academic program mentioned in the will, what's the point prolonging the issue
Everything by implication is under the care of my husband, Clara, and I. Till Uche and Olivia are qualified to inherit their father's assets as mentioned in the will.
Mama, please. You know that there is no way I can go back to Canada to complete my education considering Uche's condition. And Uche can't do that either because he's on a sick bed. Please, we just need to dispose of some...
Nothing that was willed to me should be touched, please.
Mine too. Uncle, what about you?
Nobody touches his. I am speaking for him, and that is final.
Who made you my spokesperson?
You will not be foolish enough to do things your way this time. I'll be in the room.
Me too?
Oluchi, Oluchi, come here. Come back here.
Uncle, please, don't let them do this. Uncle, please, Uche is dying. Uncle, please, please.
Barrister, you can go.
Okay.
Excuse me, Olivia. Oluchi. Oluchi, what is? What is it?
Do you want Olivia and the entire elders to see this disc?
Oluchi, Uche is dying. Huh?
I asked you a question. Ejike, do you want me to expose the content of this disc to the elders?
Please, I beg you on my knees. Don't. I don't want to die.
Good. You don't want to die. To stay alive henceforth, Ejike, you must do everything I want, especially where it concerns your late brother's assets and his family. If you do otherwise, your people will bury you alive.
This is a dangerous route you are taking, Oluchi. And it is wicked.
I have spoken. You can see I need some privacy. This is just the beginning.
My world is crumbling. Everything has slipped out of my hands.
Just calm down. What you called me and told me on the phone about the content of your father's will, and what Clara and her mother said, were they for real?
Yes! My uncle just came out right now and they said this with his family. Baby, they have seized everything. Everything! Now the very people that my father carried their burdens all through his life, they've conspired to kill his only surviving son. They are tricking my brains. I can't do anything about it.
Just calm down, okay?
Look, please, you cannot allow Uche to die. How can Uche survive without money? How?
Listen. How could your father write such a will? But do you really believe in the will?
Whether
or not, I believe it is inconsequential right now. Don't you get it? I can only change that through the court. I don't have that time. Uche doesn't have the time. He's going to die.
No, it won't happen. Okay? Listen.
Baby, please. You're my last hope. Listen to me. I beg of you. Please. Let's not let Uche die, please. I beg of you, please.
Just calm down. It won't happen. Okay?
Okay.
It won't. Now, listen. It won't happen, okay? It's not going to. Okay. Let's go and talk to Clara over there. Whatever be the case, she's a youth like us and she should understand. Okay? Alright, come. Clara, we want to talk to you.
Clara, you and Uche were very close to a point that...
I came out here to receive fresh air while reading Olivier. Please, can you allow me to do just that in peace? Thank you.
Clara, this is my father's home. This is my home. And you sitting down here acting like you...
Home owner, thank you for disturbing my peace. Before you go about bragging about who owns words, you have to think about your father's will and the sorry state it has reduced you. Thank you.
Sweetheart, it's okay. With what I just saw here now, there'll be no need for you to go in there and see the others, okay? It will be useless. I believe you. We must not let Uche die. And I will do everything possible to make sure he lives. Now, I want you to go to the hospital, okay? And start preparation for the evacuation of Uche to Israel.
And where are you hoping to get the money you promised her? From my pocket?
Godfather, what else should I have told her to make me leave that place immediately without getting her suspicious?
This is not happening. This is not happening. This is not happening!
Calm down, Godfather, please. Calm down.
Oh, shut up. Shut up, love it. Do you know the inconveniences I have had to endure living outside my home? All because of this, your stupid, silly deal.
Nobody foresaw the accident and what the man's will contained. Nobody foresaw it.
There is always a plan B in every deal. Now, both of you, what is your plan B in this one? What is it? Oh. Aha. I take your silence to mean that there is no plan B. Huh? Now listen to me, both of you. Do whatever you can to revive and successfully conclude this deal within the shortest possible time. Or get ready to refund me the 3 million I have spent in it. Oh. And if you are thinking of calling my bluff, think again. I did not buy the name Godfather in this business. I earned it.
Yeah, hello, who's this? Good day, ma. She's not with me. I dropped her off at the hospital. Yes, ma. I should come to Olivia's house immediately. Okay, ma. I hope all is well. Okay, ma. I'll be on my way. Clara's mom. She said I should come to Olivia's house immediately. What could she be up to?
Go and find out. But be careful. Be careful.
Okay, Godfather.
Okay. First, it was her brother's sudden death, followed by the stress of preparing and writing her degree exam, and then the tragic death of her uncle, the wife, and their first son. For a young lady like her, I think Clara has had it quite rough psychologically. Within a short period of time, I need your help, Father.
My help? How?
My mom wants me to proceed on a vacation in the Budukatsu Ranch in Cross River to have some rest. And I need company for that.
Then you call your boyfriend.
I don't have any at the moment.
I'm sorry, Clara. I can't be that companion you seek. Like you know I'm engaged to your cousin, Olivia. And if there's any time she needs me, it is now. So, please look for someone else. Mom, I beg to take my leave.
If my information is right, you have a multi-million-dollar business proposal being considered by Chief Oluchi and Mecca before they died. I was also reliably informed that without them or the company, that contract will be revoked. Hasn't Olivia told you what her father's will said?
She told me, Mom. What are you driving at?
If you want that business deal to see the light of day, go back to your house, pack your things, and accompany Clara to Obodo. Say no, and the deal is as good as dead. Deal?
Sin shall go unpunished. No lie shall go unnoticed. So whatever you do,
Pack your things. In 30 minutes, I'll pick you up.
Worked, Mom. Mom, you're such a genius. I like you. That easy?
Money, they say, answer it
all things. I swear. Don't forget what I told you. Don't come back from that vacation without his engagement ring on your finger.
Trust me, Mom. He's as good as my husband now, I swear you. Let me rush and pack my things. I can't wait.
You ladies are bold.
My dear, you go upstairs and pack your things, okay? The meaning of what you just did, you are asking me? Well, this lady here just got our daughter an American-trained millionaire as a husband. Don't I deserve to be congratulated?
That young man is still Olivia's fiancé. Have you forgotten that?
That is a silly question. Stupid indeed.
What have I gotten myself into?
Is Andy in?
No. He traveled and said I should give you this.
He what? He what?
He traveled and said I should give you this letter if you come.
I thought you here to be my friend. I thought you here to wipe my tears. Oh, I thought you here to fight my face.
It's not possible. God, I have already concluded arrangements to send my brother abroad. What am I supposed to do? And he just dropped me a note. He couldn't even give me a call.
Why don't you call him on phone, Auntie?
That's true. I don't think they will be airborne yet.
Oh, I thought you here to be my life.
Damn it! Switched off.
Love it. Thought you would be my first love.
So off.
You will be my last one.
Okay. Did he give you any check to keep for me?
No, Auntie, he did not.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Let me just check in the house. Maybe he must have dropped it.
No, Auntie, he locked the door and traveled with the keys.
You're joking. You're joking, right?
Auntie, good afternoon. Auntie, the key to the house.
Why is the key with you?
Auntie, your uncle and his family moved out about 20 minutes ago.
Moved out as in gone back to the village?
I don't know, they didn't tell me where they are going to. They only give me this key and so I should give it to you when he comes back.
What you are doing is wrong, Oluchi. Even if we are taking everything like I now see you want, let us save the innocent boy's life and get Olivia back to Canada.
No way. Let them sort themselves out if they can.
Sort themselves out with what? Do you still remember that there is a clause in the will that says that if there be only one survivor in the family for any reason, he gets everything? 100%.
Olivia is going to get everything if Uche dies because of what you're doing. Is that what you want?
And that clause will be Olivia's undoing.
Meaning what exactly? Yes, come in. Oh, you're here already, my dear.
My goodness. What are you people doing in a hotel room? How dare you step into this place? Who told you we are here?
I did.
What should you?
Why shouldn't I?
You are daring me. You are pushing me hard against the wall. Stop daring me, Dikeh! Stop! Mama Vincent, please. I just... Now get out of this place. I said leave here! Get out! Mama Vincent, it's me. Get out! If you won't get out, you get out now with a bleeding head. What?
Please, my dear. Go. Please go.
Jesus!
Stop that! Oluchi, stop that!
Stop what? One more. Huh? And what? And what?
On your mind.
Yes! Henceforth, you will not make calls or receive any, except by my permission. Try it and you see what I'll do to you.
Give me back my phone.
Okay, Sheba Sokov. But phone.
Give me my phone.
Go and sleep.
Uzo. Yeah, man.
How long will it take us to get to that refuge point where we waste this guy?
In less than 10 minutes.
Less than 10 minutes, he said.
Yeah.
You have to speed up. That we've been lucky that we've not encountered police since we left the hospital in the other city 6 hours ago. Does not really mean that we're going to remain lucky forever. So speed up.
What is it?
Guy, this guy is conversing again. Just speed up so that we'll look for a place to dispose him.
Onye mandia nese Onye monya nese Onye mandia nese Onye monya nese
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What's this?
Oh my god. He's still alive. I can feel his pulse. Give me a hand.
Give you a hand to do what?
To take him to the hospital, of course.
What? Can't you see he's badly injured and he's unconscious too?
It's our duty as medical doctors to save lives first and then ask questions later. Please, let's do our job for this man. Honey, give me a hand.
I just hope we're doing the right thing.
Nurse, where is my brother?
You ought to be with him in Israel by now.
No, I'm sorry. We could not make it, but where is he?
And you are back here asking after the same person you signed his discharge papers and sent some paramedics to evacuate for you to the airport. Or did you bring him back here after I closed for work yesterday?
What are you saying? What are you saying? What? Because I never sent anyone to pick up my brother. Okay? So, where is he?
Is that a joke or something? The doctor and I personally released him to 2 paramedics who came here with an authorization letter, duly signed by you, ma. What's going on?
Oh, okay. Where is this doctor? Where is she?
She has not reported to work this morning. What's going on?
Oh God. You know what? I left my brother on this bed, in this hospital, in your care. So you will have to explain that to the police. You and that doctor of yours. I just want to see my brother. You will have to explain that to me. You will. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Onye mandia nese wanne Onye monya nese Onye mandia nese wanne Onye monya nese
Perfect job, gentleman and lady. Doctor, the boys just returned a while ago and I paid them off. So thank you for everything.
You're welcome, ma. From the call I got from the nurse, Olivia is obviously going to involve the police. Are you sure that...
The signature experts did a perfect job on the authorization given to you by the boys. If you are afraid of scandal arising from it as a result of such a thing being linked to your hospital, I can assure you that no such thing will be the case. I planned out everything in such a way that the case is as good as dead even before it starts. Trust me. Barrister, I asked you to get me Chief Oguchi's original will so that I can inherit it. Oh, perfect.
It's in the file.
Oh, great. Oh. Thank you. I must commend you for a wonderful job you did with the fake will you read to us yesterday, just 24 hours after I approached you.
I'm a professional, madam.
And your professionalism is about to make you and Doctor 15 million naira richer.
Wow.
And this is it. This is just it.
Your check.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you. As soon as the banks complete the changes to Chief's account and that of the company, by next week, I'll make sure I have enough cash in my personal account so you can successfully cash the checks. Meanwhile,
please understand me, madam. I cannot give you a guest room number without the guest permit me to do so.
What the hell?
And in case the people you came to see, they changed their room yesterday when you visited and instructed me not to let you see them whenever you come.
Woman, am I speaking Swahili here? Like, what am I saying that you don't get? Please, let me break it up for you. You see, I have a situation. I am here to see my uncle and the wife. Okay? It's a family situation. Do I need to repeat myself? No, now listen to me. A stranger locked me out of my father's house without permission. And then I realized that my own blood brother, my only surviving brother, was kidnapped from a hospital where he was supposed to be taking treatment. And now the only people I have to talk to happens to be my uncle and the wife. And they are in this hotel. So listen to me, young lady. What am I supposed to do? I want their room number because I need to talk to them. I want their room number right now. Because this is a family issue. And I will sort it out with your consent, with your help, or without it. So you need to choose. Young lady, what do you want?
Sorry, madam. The least I can do for you is to call them by intercom. Please.
She doesn't understand my language. Tell me. Hey! Look at me. Does it look like I'm joking?
No.
Why is it like I'm playing with you right now?
Please.
Okay, so begin to tell me the room number. What is this?
Olivia! Please, stop.
Uncle.
I'm just coming back. Calm down.
I'm sorry. What's going on, Uncle?
So nice doing business with you. Thank you very much. Thank you. That was very nice. I must commend you. I'll keep in touch with you though. Thank you. Well done.
Barrister. Doctor. Mama Vincent. Vincent! Jesus! Oh. You know what? I am sure the police would love to figure this whole thing out. You guys just make me scared.
What's going on here, Oluchi?
What does it look like? Buffoon. It's okay. Thanks for your services, eh? The situation is still under control, though. Thank you. You're welcome. You may leave now.
What services?
Adimba. You are smelling like a he-goat. Go and take your bath. The door is open. I've run water for you already. Jawar. Don't you have nose? You stink, man. You stink.
This lady here is the complaint, sir. Talk to him, he's my boss.
Good evening, Sergeant.
Good evening. How can we be of help to you?
I need you to, I have a problem. There's a serious problem. I need your help. Honestly, you have to do something and fast.
Calm down and tell me, what is the problem?
Okay, first of all, my name is Olivia Oguchi.
What did you just say your name is?
Olivia Oguchi, sir.
Gentlemen, she's the very lady we're about to go in search of. Now, Miss Olivia Oguchi, you're under arrest for kidnapping Mr. Uche Oguchi.
What are you talking about? I said I came here to report something.
Will you shut your mouth? Look, you have the right to remain silent, but whatever you say or do here will be used against you in court. Now, handcuff her.
Yes, sir. What are you talking about? Officer, I am here.
Will you shut up?
Are you going to even listen to what I have to say?
Come on, Harry. If I may ask, how come the liquidation was concluded in a record time?
Amaechi, what do you expect? The amount you offer the asset is such that it's a gold mine. The management of my company evaluated everything and decided to raise an ad hoc loan, acquire them, and gradually dispose them ourselves, since you're in a hurry to sell.
Well, I'm sure you are going to be making a fortune out of this in due time. And that's by the way. Thanks for a job well done.
Welcome. Thank you too for trusting us with such huge business deal. I must confess, it's nice doing business with you.
Nice doing business with you, thank you.
I must go my way.
Okay, you're welcome.
Who is he?
Why did you go out without my permission?
I'm not your servant, am I? And is my suspicion right here? Are you the one behind Uche's disappearance?
Should I take it that you like asking silly questions these days?
How dare you? How much did you pay the police to arrest Olivia?
I promised them 1 million naira. What is happening is necessary for us to secure our own flanks, Ejike. What makes you feel that if Uche survives and Olivia remains a free person, that they will not stumble on the truth one day and you and I will be doomed? No, my dear. I am not ready to take that chance. Not this late into everything.
Where did you keep Uche?
The agency has concluded the liquidation of your late brother's family asset. The man who just left here now brought this.
Give it to me.
3.8 billion naira check. That is what is realized.
Chief Oguchi's original will gave Clara, you and I, 10% of his assets. As soon as I cash this check, I am paying 90% of the money into Uche's account. I have done a lot of horrible wrongs against that family. Never again. In fact, I will go to the police immediately and release Olivia.
All I need to do is just one phone call. One phone call. And the police will arrest you too for Uche's disappearance. Don't push me, Ejike. Don't push me.
One more thing from you and I will go and expose myself to the elders of our village, as well as tell the police everything we have done from the time of the accident.
You do no such thing.
Where is Uche? Are you telling me, or should I call the chairman of the Elders Council now?
Okay. Okay. Just go ahead and do what you say with the check. Go. I will tell you where Uche is, and then free Olivia when you return. Just go.
You are playing pranks with me, aren't you?
No. I swear to you, Ejike. All I was doing was to free us from the clutches of poverty. With our own share of the money, I have just done that. Do I still need Uche dead or Olivia incarcerated? The answer is no. Go.
Driver, why are you stopping here?
I told you I'm going to
Star Plus Hotel, right?
Yes.
Relax. I've just decided to change your destination for you, sir.
Meaning what?
Meaning this. Any more word from you, I'll blow the life out of your body.
Oboyafa, any problem?
Take this man out of this car. Take him to her.
Okay.
Take him to her.
Come out.
Now move it.
Let's go. Move. Leave that back.
Move it.
Take it easy with him, It is his last moments on earth and he needs to spend it painlessly.
Oluchi, you want to kill your own husband? For what?
For the same reason I killed Vincent and charmed Clara.
You what?
Shut up! Why is Ogu?
Mama, I'm here.
Is the money intact?
Before I picked him, he has already paid 90% of the money into the boy's account. The 380 million naira he's returning with to the hotel is right intact in the boot.
Well, that is better than nothing anyway. It's such a pity that you were so stupid to challenge me, Ejike. Such a silly mistake that you are going to pay with your useless life. Guys, kill and bury him and meet me in the car for your balance.
If you give me a soul, you just give me a soul.
Where did you take your brother? You're torturing an innocent person. I don't know what you're talking about. They think you were here for the jamboree?
I saw
Right? Look, this torture will not stop until you tell us the truth.
Officers, please, I got to get here yesterday to make a report. I'm innocent. I didn't do anything. I just came here to report.
Are you sure?
Yes, I came to make it.
Drown her private. Show sir.
Oh God, Mama, please, Mama, help me back. Let me tell them I'm innocent. See what they've done to me. I don't know what they're talking about. Help me tell them I'm innocent. Help me. Please.
You.
Let me tell them I'm innocent.
Innocent. Where is my husband? Where is he?
My uncle? Where is he? What happened? Is he missing? Is he missing?
Officers. My husband has been missing since yesterday, and I have a feeling that she is behind it too.
What? Another one? That is to say that you run a kidnapping ring. Gentlemen, I think we have a major kidnap suspect.
What? Officers, please. You slapped me. Auntie. You slapped me.
That's just a tip of the iceberg.
Officers, she slapped me. And you people are not saying anything. What have I done?
Where is her husband and your brother?
I don't know where he is. I don't know what's going on here. Officer, this is not happening. Officer, this is a check of 1 million naira for you and your boys. Do whatever it will take. Torture the truth out of her. If she dies in the process, I am ready to spend any amount of money to kill the case. This is my father's money.
Boys.
Yes, sir. Where is my father's money you're using? She uses my father's money to kill me. She uses my father's money. Hey!
Life is beautiful with you by my side. Oh, life is magical, yeah, with you by my side. Life is beautiful with you by my side. Our life is magical with you by my side. 'Cause you remind me of everything I ever wished for. You remind me of every time I ever loved. You remind me of every moment I ever cherished. So let's celebrate the moment. Let's seize the time to make you better for us. 'Cause together we will be. Let's hope this moment never ends. I wish it never ends. Yeah. Life is beautiful.
Who is there? Who?
Inspector John.
It's a surprise visit at this time of the night.
There's a problem, madam. There's a problem. Olivia managed to reach a human rights lawyer through a cellmate that was released earlier today.
What? Don't tell me you have released her.
Not yet. But we must within the next 24 hours. If not, this case will blow up in the media. In addition to ending up in court soon.
No. That must not happen. My God. But I paid you people extra to poison her in the cell. Why haven't you done that?
My men went to procure the poison when the lawyer arrived. So please, find a way to take her out of our hands and deal with her yourself. If not, we have no other option than to release her by noon tomorrow.
Inspector John, that isn't...
Madam, this is why I have come here, just to pass this information to you. I have to be on my way. Good night.
No. No. Not on your life, Olivia. Not after losing my only son and my husband in this. If you're a cat with 9 lives, then I am a killer with 20 ways to kill.
You're awake. Thank goodness. No, don't move, please. Relax. Honey! Honey! Please come.
Yes, dear.
He's finally regained consciousness.
Thank goodness. He looks good.
Please, relax, okay? Okay, you're fine. Just relax. How is he? How is he?
His heartbeat is quite strong. So tell me, how do you feel now?
Horrible. Who are you people? I mean, where am I?
I'm Dr. Ahmed. And this is Zainab, my wife, a medical doctor too. You are in our house. Actually, we picked you up by the side of our gate 2 nights ago. You were unconscious. In order to avoid questions that we might not be able to answer in the public hospital where we work, we decided to bring you here and treat you. Now tell me what happened that night. Yes.
I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. It's just that your wounds show serious injuries before that night. I mean, what really happened? Okay. What is your name and where are you from?
My name?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know. I can't remember anything.
It's okay. Honey, I think he has amnesia.
What? That's not possible.
Honey, can't you see?
He should be able to.
The head injuries, can you not see? God.
He should be able to say his name. Alright, just let me just speak to him. Just calm down, okay? Relax. Alright? Just calm down.
My elders, I am innocent. See what they have reduced me to. See what they have reduced the daughter of Esere to. How could I have killed my own brother? My uncle? The police would not even let me say anything. And my uncle's wife, she is just...
It's all right. It's all right, Olivia. I want you to calm down. Take it easy. That is why we're here. We actually hear from the village what is going on. And the rest of the elders asked us to come here and put a stop to it. And I want you to know that in our tradition, we have a custom that handles issues like this very, very well. I want you to be confident of that. That is why we are here.
Thank you very much, elders. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you. The wheel, that wheel, that wheel is fake. Elders, I can tell you the truth. I saw what was...
Will or no will, we have a culture that determines how a dead man's assets are shared. And that cannot be done before he's properly buried. We will reverse everything and ensure that justice is done to you, our daughter.
But first, you have to tell the lawyer who wants to take up the case to forget it, that the elders of your village are working very hard to give you justice, my dear daughter.
Yes. Even as we are talking now, the youths are forcibly taking your uncle's wife back to the village to face justice. And what we need from you now is to tell us that you are going to ask the lawyer to drop the legal the legal fight of this case. Immediately you have done that, we are heading back to the village to do the right thing. I assure you.
Oh, look, my elders, I don't even want to go to court. I don't want to go to court. I don't even have the strength for it. All I want is my brother. I want my brother back to me. And I want him alive. That's all I want. I can take everything I saw. So God, please, just help me.
That is exactly what you are going to get by the grace of God. Yes. Officer, I want you to release her to us. Please, release her to us.
Elders, are you sure you can handle this case properly?
Release her to us.
I expected you to come here begging us and pleading, apologizing to her for what you have done to our daughter. And you are here asking us, are you sure that you can... Come on, release her, let us leave this place.
Okay, excuse me.
Before I call on what happened.
Ebere, mkpọkụrụ. Do buko n'ọbụ m onye obere otere na ekpe ose etere. Ama na anyanwụ ada na ọbụ na chi ejibe na. Mana ihe m ụsụ bụ dị abalị akpa, o nwere ihe bụ ya. Donu do buko n'ọbụ m onye obere okpere na ekpe ose etere. Ihe onye ụsụ bụ ezi abalị akpa nwere ihe bụ ya. O nwere ihe anyị na-achọ. Donu meri ya aka ofu ka ọ dịrị. Woman, what you are here requesting for will bring a serious consequence for you. Already your hands are dripping with the blood of so many people. Look at them, the gods. So many angry dead people. Look at them hovering over you. In any case, relax. I'll do everything for you. In any case, I would advise you to forget about that young lady and disappear for good.
Look at me very well, Ajani.
I have gone so deep into this war that I can't think of beating retreat. Let the heavens fall if they must. Oguchi's entire wealth must be mine. Only death can stop me. That is part of the reason I'm here. In addition to the pledge I have made, I want you to fortify me against any physical or spiritual harm.
Woman, we need to buy so many items for this charm and sacrifice. And it will be very expensive for you. To be on the safe side, your fee is 2 million naira. So that I will buy everything and prepare the charm for you.
Start. Money won't be the problem.
Ebere. Ukokulu. Una anuna. Ati unu ewota na enye na enye. Donu do buko melu ni akofu ko odiri no kweta go. Ihe okuko bu mmiri atoji ya mpa.
This is 24 hours since that boy regained consciousness. And he still cannot remember a thing about himself. I see a lot of trouble in this for us, honey.
What do you want us to do now?
Just forget about your idea of going to the media to help link him up with his family. I see this backfiring on us badly. Think of it.
I think we have had enough argument over him since we picked him that night. With this new development, I have had enough. I have had enough. Our marriage, our career, and our safety are all more important. Honey, so tell me what your final solution is and I'll go with you.
You mean it?
Like I never meant anything before.
Do you now remember your name? Huh? Do you know our names? Do you know the address of our house? Excuse me. Honey, open the trunk. This here is to aid you. Yes, it will help you for now. Good luck and goodbye.
Ebele, Ukoguru. Then you know, Carlos in the Jamba no Bebo. I better me had chopped him to D. This year can no Bebo. Omo wiki and no follow Kuzonwe. Gods and ancestors of Israel, I have done mine. Do yours. Expose the evil hand behind the dead, that justice might be done. And the spirits of the dead receive eternal peace. Take the calabash away from whoever that is guilty between the two women. Asimusu nyelemaka, aku nyelemaka. Usu nyelemaka, aku nyelemaka.
Hey! Anyawa! See who is innocent! See who is innocent! Hey!
Silence, people of Israel.
I'm innocent.
I'm sorry.
My elders, I'm innocent.
Silence, people of Israel. She is the wicked witch. She is the one who killed Vincent, her parents, and Emeka.
Jesus! Very good. Oh God! I'm innocent. I'm not a witch. My elders tell him I'm not a witch. Look at her. You're not a witch. Where is Uchenna? Where is my husband? How could you say this?
Both of them are dead too. She killed them.
What are you talking about? I am not a witch. Are you still talking? You witch? I'm not a witch. Witch! Innocent. See who is innocent now? You are the innocent. I'm not a witch. I swear to God, I'm not a witch. Hey! Ajawa. Ndoke yekene muno. Ekene muno. Ona ke akwoto. Una fugia.
Thank you very much, Ajuan.
No te kamu aja nalun tara no bebo. Onya luko ko funanya.
Edas, from today on, she is barred from entering any house in this land. Yes. Nobody greets her and nobody answers her greetings. Nobody should say to her, and she will not buy from anybody. Any form of contact with her is an abomination. And that will be her lot until the day she dies.
Yes.
We are going to speak with the youths to monitor her. And so shall it be.
Yes.
Yes.
I couldn't hear you. Can you imagine? What is the meaning of this? Clara! Get your filthy devilish hands from me!
We are getting married very soon.
You are a devil! That is abuse against this!
Olivia, you heard her. We're getting married. My main purpose of stopping is to get my ring from you.
Yes.
Now give me back my ring.
Give him the ring. Give him. Give him the ring, John. Get the ring. This my mom is waiting.
As a human, I have lost the battle. Grant my soul eternal peace. Avenge my death, O God. Avenge my family. Let there be no peace in the heart of anyone whose words or actions has driven me into doing this. Avenge me, O Lord.
Olivia! Olivia! Olivia, don't! Don't! Stop it! What are you doing? What is wrong with you? What do you want to do?
You have no idea what I have been through today, young man.
Listen, I know everything. I know everything. I was at the village square. See, I don't believe Ajani. Okay? You are not a witch.
Everybody else does. What does it matter what you believe?
Listen, Olivia. It makes a whole lot of difference. Okay? The spirit will not avenge you. Only human beings will. And the reason you are alive today is just, for that. My dear, listen to me. Just calm down. Take it easy.
I have nothing to fight with. Don't you understand?
Listen, my dear. My dear, come.
I have nothing to fight.
Come, my dear. Come down. Come, my dear. Listen, my dear. You have me. Olivia, I'm ready to take any risk for you. I will do everything possible to help you. See, justice will win this battle. Just follow me and give it a chance, my dear. You don't have to do this. So, where were you going to when you saw them along the road?
I was hoping I would find someone in the neighboring village who would lend me some money to go back to the city. Now, other than seeing the human rights lawyer, I was also hoping to see if Andy had returned. And if not, maybe just hang around a friend's place, wait for him to return. Andy was my only hope. How could he do this to me?
It's okay. I was at your uncle's house when they got there. Your uncle's wife, asked me to come and get a job to do for her. The truth is, he never traveled to America. Yes. He went to Obudu Cattle Ranch with Clara. Her mother arranged the trip.
You're joking, right?
I'm not joking. I heard everything they were talking about. In fact, I was about coming to look for you when I overheard Clara boasting of how she removed your wedding ring when you were unconscious and drove away with him. And to me, I think that's the height of wickedness. I saw your head tie hanging somewhere in the bush. That was how I got a clue as to where you were. Olivia, why did you choose suicide?
When I got to my father's house, it was locked and all my things were in there. You two don't let me into the house. I figured that staying back there would only mean that I would die of thirst and hunger. And with what Andy and Clara did to me, what is left? What is left?
Listen, I do not believe her, Johnny. You see, from what I now know, I suspect some foul play. I'll help you talk to the elders there.
Forget it. Forget it. It's not going to work. You'll just end up putting yourself into trouble.
How?
Everyone has been bribed by my uncle's wife. Everyone has been compromised. You will only put yourself into trouble because the whole world is against me.
But I'm not against you. I would just have to...
If you want to help me, if you really want to help me, then lend me some money, let me go back to the city. That's only where I will feel safe. That is when I can launch my battle for justice.
I know, but I will, but you see...
If you give me this money, you would have done everything for me. Just...
Okay. Tomorrow evening then, because I don't have any money here. But you have to hide here, till then.
Look, if they see me in your house...
Listen, relax. I do not receive visitors here. Just relax, okay? Now let me go and get something for you to eat.
I'm not hungry.
You mean you haven't seen her too? Okay. No. Don't go yet. She might try to escape this night or even tomorrow. Stay put. Okay? Thank you. How is that possible? Since her encounter with Andy and Clara, nobody has admitted seeing Olivia in this village. The boys I hired to block all the exits from this village, kill and dispose her corpse if she tries to escape to the city. They all said they have not seen her in this village. I am safe from her for now. But if she succeeds in escaping to the city, I know she will do everything humanly possible to get back at me. She's no ordinary girl. Her father's connections are still there for her to exploit. No. I will not let her leave this village. I will not allow that. She must die disgracefully.
Ihe niile mere otu ụbọchị ọ ga-apụta ihe. Arụrụ ala gị ruru otu ụbọchị ọ ga-apụta ihe. Ihe niile mere otu ụbọchị ọ ga-apụta ihe. Arụrụ ala gị ruru otu ụbọchị ọ ga-apụta ihe. Mkpamkpa niile kpara otu ụbọchị ọ ga-apụta ihe. Ihe ọjọọ niile mere otu ụbọchị ọ ga-apụta ihe. Maka gịnị? Chukwu bi n'igwe adịghị arara ụra. Chukwu bi n'igwe adịghị arara ụra.
Edward.
Why you
dey sharp these days?
Okay, make I read that side. You don't carry anything, you dey go, or you dey come?
No, later.
You dey go, eh? Okay, no come empty hand though.
We're here complaining about not having money. But there's so much money lying down somewhere waiting for us.
So much money? How do you mean?
Baka, look at Edward. Since he came to this town, he has been making so much money. And he has not traveled out of this place. All the money he has been making, where do you think he keeps them? When there's no bank here?
You mean he could be keeping all these things in his house?
Now.
I see.
See, let me tell you. Now he has gone to wherever he's going to. His house is isolated. I think we should. You know now. If not, why not?
Hey, my guy. Eh? No as he big great like this, I've been thinking you no get sense.
Not of that one.
But now I don't know, see this your brain, no dull moment.
That one correct.
Do you think about tomorrow? Do you think about the future? Do you think about tomorrow? Do you remember God? Yeah, when you do the things you do, all this vanity and vanity.
Is it?
Ibe mara eziokwu aka azụ dị ya. Onye hụrụ eziokwu wee kpuchie ya. Onye ji maka ego eziokwu wee tụọ asị. Otu ụbọchị ọ ga-eru gị n'aka ekpuchie. Maka ihe mere taa ga-abịa gị ugwu echi o. Arụrụ ala ịrụrụ ga-emesi laghachitere gị o. Ibe mara eziokwu aka azụ dị ya. Ibe mara eziokwu aka azụ dị ya. Ibe mara eziokwu aka azụ dị ya. Ibe mara eziokwu aka azụ dị ya.
¿Se recuerdo? ¿Se recuerdo?
Ese recuerdo no. By what they did, they have offended the girls of Israel, and not any of us here. As for the young man, because he is not an indigene of this land, he will leave this land immediately with nothing but the cloth he is putting on. And for Olivia, all the elders will raise their hands up, and we are going to count from 1 to 7. And at the count of 7, we are going to bring our hands down. And immediately we bring our hands down, the feet of Olivia must be up our soil. And if her feet ever touches our soil after that, she will be stoned to death right here and now. Elders, stand up and raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Olivia, get up, quick.
On my back, quick.
Her feet are no longer on this soil. She's on my back.
Yes, youths, he is right. Her legs are off our soil. Now follow them. If her foot ever touches our soil before they cross our border to the other town, kill both of them immediately.
Let me ask you a little question. How long do you have to live here? about tomorrow. Yeah. All is vanity of vanity. Yeah. Sin shall go vanish. No sin shall not vanish.
Edward, please. Edward, please. Please don't drop me. Please. Edward! 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 Hey, Jesus. Edward, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Please. Please don't drop me. Edward, you can do this. Edward, you can do this. Please. Edward, look. Look at where those people are gathered. That is the border. You can do this, Edward. Please, I don't want to die. I beg you. I beg you.
I can't. I can't go. I am tired.
Edward,
I'm sorry.
Edward, no. Edward, you can do this. Edward, please, I beg of you. I beg you for the sake of my parents that are dead.
Oh, no. Listen.
Look.
Strength.
I know.
Has gone out.
Edward, I beg you. I beg you in the name of whatever thing that makes your life worth living. Please don't drop me. Edward, remember what you said to me yesterday? You said that I don't need to die so I can avenge my parents' dead. Edward, if I die, who will do that? If I die, who will do that? Who will avenge my parents' dead? Edward, please. Okay. We are almost there. Oh, Jesus.
You kill yourself.
Jesus! Jesus! Oh, Jesus! Why you like suffer like this? Edward, please try. Edward, please! We're almost there. Edward, we're almost there. We're almost there. Edward, please. Edward, please. We're almost there. Edward, we're almost there. We're almost there.
See, poor man picking the help rich man daughter.
Hey!
Edward, you kill yourself. Edward, what is it? If you drop, one man, they help him up.
Edward, God bless you for me. Thank you for saving my life. Sorry. Edward. Edward, please. God bless you. God bless you for me. Edward, God bless you. Edward, hey, Jesus.
are back.
You're welcome.
You're looking so fresh.
What do you want me to tell you?
Welcome, man.
Thank you. Welcome, eh? I'm so sorry I wasn't there when you people came.
Yeah, no problem.
I want to attend to a little business.
Okay, man.
No problem.
And you people are looking nice.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go inside now.
Let's go.
Mama, what is it? What is it?